the topic today, and then try to give you guys more idea and inspiration from my journey. All right. So today I'm going to talking about the innovation and transformation. Actually, my story is from myself. The picture left, it's not my younger brother, it's me. It's me like 15 years ago. My my major was in music. By that time, I want to become like a musician. Try to become one kind of like group of the K-pop. But after my music studying journey, one of my teacher told me maybe right now there's no many like new possibilities or innovation in music industry. That is just because there's too many or too much musician in music industry. I just wondering why he told me this one, and actually he want to tell me maybe I can learn more about the new things, and the new things is the traditional or typical musician he or she don't have. So one day I can come back to like the music industry and then make something happen or different. All right. So right now I have like two brands. One is 5% Design Action. This is the main parts of the story today I'm going to share with you. And the other one is DreamVogue. I will just give a very short briefing about this company. This company is from one of the biggest research institute in Taiwan called the Industrial Technology Research Institute. We have more than 9,000 different technology researchers, and my team is the one and the only one design team into this big research institute. So every day, I just want to solve one problem from my colleagues, because they are all scientists, all very good researchers. And then they always ask me, Kevin, if we can get together, can we think about the new application of the certain technologies? So the main challenge or main mission of my team in E3 is try to do the commercialization of the patent and the new technology to become the new product and services. So we kind of lead one project called the Technology Combined Design Thinking and the Technology. So behind this one, we do a lot research because I didn't study from the technology base or fields. My original major is music, right? And I I got my second or two master degree. One is in marketing, the other one is finance. And the final, my PhD is in design. So very complex. So it's kind of give me a very good opportunity to see if I can have this like kind of multidisciplinary professions. How can I facilitate or help all the researchers can get together and then learn from each other, can co-create the new possibilities. All right, so back to 5% Design Action. So 5% Design Action, the original, my very, very first project is from the breast cancer. The cancer problem, I think in Asia, even the global viewpoint, it's the most or very crucial challenge in many cities or societies. So like in Taiwan, we give the free cancer screening services for the female like 20 years ago. But you say, yeah, that is a great idea and a great policy for the citizens. But I want to tell you, nobody wants to go to the screening services. You know what? Because from the Eastern culture, people always said, if I don't go to the hospital, I won't have a problem. But if I go to the hospital to do some screening service or screening about the cancer, I might, got one. So it's very hard to promote these services in Taiwan. And then even we encourage the people, when you come to the free cancer screening service, and I can give you the gift. So it's very funny. And then, so one day I was thinking about this one. It's because my wife, she is the first line nurse responsible for this service in Taipei City, and she is crazy. And she working so hard, but the screening rate didn't come the higher anymore, because their profession is nursing. Their profession is not marketing or design. So by that night, I just because I wrote books, so on my blog I say, if somebody can come to us, and then we can get together, and then we can do some new ideation or design or solutions delivering for these doctors and the nurses. Okay, so we do a lot of research, including we involve the whole the screening journey, and then we use the design to visualize them, and try to use the tools and the materials to facilitate them, to try to come up with a new conversation. And then, so one of the design is about, we try to redesign a breast cancer, the cars. So you can see we totally give the whole service as a new brand and a new experience. So we give them, so we come up with the idea, how can we redesign a cancer screening service as very attractive, as like we go to like the afternoon tea. So we kind of redesigned all the things, but I don't have the time to explain why we redesigned all the touch points. But I will tell you, it's all based on many research. And we do the research, and then we do the design action. Okay, so we bring up this idea to many cities, and then we even invent the many training books and training guidelines for the first line hospital or health centers. So we become like, we wrap up the whole feedback and learning as a training or teaching material for them. All right, I just have 1 minute. So 5% design action is a social enterprise. 5% means after this project, we encourage people not just donate their money to the society. We encourage people to donate their professions and the time. So you can see us like a professional volunteering platform. So right now, start from 6 years ago. Right now, we have more than 8,000 different kinds of multidisciplinary designers or professionals on my platforms. So we match them to the public sector, match them to the NPO, NGO. So we become their co-design center. So we don't expect all the organizations have their research and design center. So we kind of invent or build up a visual design center for them. So right now we do a lot of projects with many different kinds of organizations. And then right now we have our process to target the social challenges and how to gather the different resources and people and try to co-create together. And then finally, we can transfer the idea and the solution to the first line organization. So right now, we just finished our 6th anniversary last year, and then we come up with many new participants. And 2 years ago, we tried to spread out this idea to different Asia cities. So when I got this invitation, I just feel so lucky, because what I learned is, if you want to combine the research and the action, maybe I can give you guys two learning from my journey. One, I always encourage my colleague or the many designers say, we have to learn to how to co-seeing the problem and co-learning from each other, and we can co-creating together. So you can see the co-seeing and co-learning is kind of the research, and the co-creating is kind of like the action. And finally, I think be active researchers. You have like a very small belief in the good attitude. I will say you have a very humble attitude, because you have to commit. Everyone is so limited. You don't become the expert of any or many fields. So you have to try to collaborate with others and try to learn the different language with them, and try to bring all the key stakeholder, key player in the beginning of the design, not when you finish the design and try to sell to them. No, you try to invite them to the beginning of the design, and maybe we can have more good action and based on good research, and have more like the spicy action together. Yeah. Thank you very much.